Do not let people tell you you're crazy for trying to keep your family safe in case of an emergency. It doesn't have to be a huge national disaster for it to constitute an emergency.
Because we don't want to grow up. We just want to be young. Play and make believe. Come and rescue me. Feel the sun on my skin and scream. I don't want to grow up.
All right, hi, cute friends. Lauren Stewart here. I am your girl. No, just kidding. So you can find me at lauren.stewart_DC on Instagram, where I share daily updates on things, especially right now, as we just have decided, you know what, this is the time in our life. We are free, clear, under control, ready to do what this is here that we are going to be talking about. One of the questions that I have been getting asked so much is, Lauren, can you give me a list of all of these things that you have purchased? So if you are new to me, I am not cranky, I'm not crazy, I'm just exhausted. But I also do think it is always really important to be prepared, especially as stewards over those who are in your life, aka if you've got children, if you've got pets, if you have someone in your care that depends on you, it's always a good thing to be prepared. So what we're going to be talking about is emergency supplies and things that you can have on hand at your house. That doesn't make you crazy, it makes you prepared, which is the opposite of crazy. Let me give you a few examples. Having a buffer in your savings for emergencies is important. Your car breaks down, you have to pay for it. What do you use? Your savings account. Having an emergency kit at your house is not, or a first aid kit at your house is not dumb, it's smart, because if your kid falls down, scrapes their knee, gets a bloody knee, you have a Band-Aid. Food should be considered the same. For us, we have an emergency supply in our home. So what we are doing is being prepared. Now, whether that's for a pandemic caused by the coronavirus, or a hurricane, or an earthquake, or fires, or a heat wave, or a trucker strike, so they're not delivering groceries, we would like to be prepared. For example, we live in Maryland. If there is a snowstorm, there is a run on grocery stores. And by a run on, I mean people go full panic and just buy everything, so then the shelves are empty. Now, this snowstorm is only going to cause you to be at your house for a couple of days. The longest we've ever been snowed in for here was 5 days. We could not leave our house for 5 days. That's because we live at the very end of a long road. We had just moved out here and we had to wait for someone to dig us out. We had plenty of food. It was fine. We didn't die because we had food at our house. We decided that we should always be prepared. It's something that I grew up doing. My parents always had supplies at the house because it's something that we've always done. I did not realize that it made people think you nuts. Think you so crazy. Well, I'm not crazy. I'm exhausted. Like I said, podcast, check me out here. Also, here's what we are doing. People wanted a comprehensive list on things that they can be doing, beginning basics, starting to prep at your house. So what I decided to do so that you can take this information, say your husband's not on the same page, your wife is not on the same page, and you can show them these websites. I'm going to be pulling up, these are government websites. So if you are like, hey, everyone thinks I'm crazy, but it's recommended by more than one person and not just me to have supplies on hand. The Department of Human Health recommends that you have on your house, on your home, in your space, not on your person, not on your body, it's a lot of stuff, a 6-month supply of food for each person in your family. Not a 6-month supply for one person, a 6-month supply for everybody, because unless you got favorites, everybody needs to eat. The basics of the things that you should have in your house though would be, I have everything down here, okay? This is at ready.gov. The things that they recommend for very, very basic disaster supplies are water, food, and on here, this is for like, always they say at least a 3-day supply, but anyone who goes grocery shopping should have a 3-day supply of food at their house, right? Unless you're at the end of your 3-day groceries and you're like, I need to go again. A battery-powered radio, battery-powered walkie-talkies, flashlights, a first aid kit, and extra batteries. So that's like the very basics, and they don't give you like here, go through and purchase these things. They don't give you a list of items like exactly very detailed or anything like that. Also, they have a whistle to signal for help, a dual mask to help filtered and contaminated air, moist towelettes, garbage bags, and plastic ties for personal sanitation, a wrench or pliers if you need to turn off your water or utilities, a manual manual can opener, not one of those machines. Local map. Okay, so here's the thing. Google Maps is awesome. Do you remember when you had to pull open a map or like print out directions before you went somewhere? Having a map of your state and your country with detailed roads is important, and up-to-date one. A cell phone with chargers and backup batteries, and that is a very basic overarching, like this is where we're gonna get started. Now on the FEMA website, FEMA.gov, FEMA has a very detailed list. So I'm going to tell you what they said, I'm going to add to it what I say, and then I'm going to tell you what we bought. FEMA says to have in your emergency supply kit prescription medications and glasses. So I have extra contacts and things like that down there, and contact solution to go with. So they all go together. Instant formula and diapers. Pet food. If you have pets, please have pet food. You should also have hard copies of, now this is very important, family documents, insurance policies, your health insurance card, your homeowner's insurance, identification, birth certificates. All of this needs to be portable and in waterproof containers. Also, 3 months printout of your bank statements so that you can show how much money you have in your bank. Cash on hand or traveler's checks, a sleeping bag, blankets for each person, a complete change of clothing, chlorine, bleach. I'm going to tell you exactly, I'm going to read it directly from them because I feel like I fumble the words, but when diluted 9 parts water to 1 part bleach, bleach can be used as a disinfectant. Or in an emergency, you can use it to treat water by using 16 drops of regular household bleach to 1 gallon of water. Do not use scented, color-safe bleaches, okay? A fire extinguisher, matches that are in a waterproof case, feminine supplies, a mess kit, paper cups, plates, utensils, paper towels, all those things. Books, games, puzzles, activities for children. That is the basic FEMA list. So I'm going to link that down below. Okay, so the reason that I come to you with articles is because I feel like it's me just saying something sometimes can like fall a little short. Like I mean, I'm coming to you with stuff from FEMA, from the American Red Cross, from the New York Times. It is important to take into consideration your personal situation. Start at the top with the top priorities: clean drinking water, food to eat, and then like that you do want alternative power sources. So just need to take into consideration like the who, the what, the where, and kind of go from there. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this up here. This is another article. This is from the New York Times. This is like a special, like how to pack for any emergency disaster. It says here, it's important to build an emergency supply kit and have it available at a moment's notice. Those are what we call go bags, bug out bags, like whatever you want to call those. So we have those downstairs. They are packed and ready to go. They have the basics of everything in them, including masks, filters for the masks, life straw. So you can, you know, if you find water, it filters out for you. It's like a straw, you drink out of it and it filters water. So, but in my main, like in my house, because if we hunker down, if we have to, we hunker down in our home. So say there is a snowstorm and we're here, like I said, for 5 days, we're not going to take my bug out bag and use my bug out bag. We're going to use my basement, which has all of my stuff in it that we need. All right, here we are. So I went over some of the things on the websites, but I thought I would just come down here because I figured this is just going to end up getting asked anyways. Louie, what you doing? And just show you what I have. Sit. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He want a good boy snack. He's so good. Okay. I thought I would just show you what I have down here in terms of actual supplies that I got. We have grain, rice, wheat. Those kinds of things are going to be down here along the bottom just because they are super heavy. As you get further along that way, the water supply is out there. Now, we do have water filtration systems, so we don't have to depend solely on this. This is just to have, again, like everything else down here. We have meats, canned meats, dried meats, so jerkies, that. Lots of flour. Flour, though, the shelf life on it is not incredible. White flour, you only have for like up to 8 months, and that's if you keep it cold. Sweet, you smell everything. Rice is great because long shelf life. These shelves go pretty far back in here. And it's just lots of canned goods, okay? So we have lots of canned goods, lots of flour, lots of sugar, more canned goods, more canned goods. Up here, we have like, I mean, one of the things that I feel like, because people are like, oh, you're just going to waste it. Well, I get food that we will actually eat so that we eat it as we go. We're not going to let stuff go past expiration. Here we have like lots of sauces, stuff to cook with, coconut oil I use coconut oil when I bake bread. Cereal will only be good through about this September. So if we run out upstairs, I will just come down and grab one. So I have lots of cereal here. I have lots of cereal up there where the kids cannot reach it. Pancake mix. Pancake mix is one you can buy and then you can make crepes out of it if you thin it out. Pancakes, waffles, those kinds of things. And if you have sugar, you can make syrup. So it's something, again, you're not going to waste it because who doesn't like syrupy pancakes and waffles? I do have some noodles in here. One of my favorite things that you can stick in your supply, and it's like, again, this is not like MREs and stuff that you're not going to eat. This is stuff that like I use daily to cook with. So this is going to be good all the way through the end of August. So I'll have it. I keep a paper. I'll have to show you upstairs, but it's a long paper and you write everything in it and then you write the day that it expires. That way, you can keep track so you're not going to let all of your stuff go bad in your basement. Next, up here a little bit higher, I do have, this is like my snack area and like my oats and things like that are going to be in here. I also have treats for the kids. So syrup and then more baking goods as you get up here along the top. So that over here we have, again, baby supplies, vitamins, toiletries, like never have to go anywhere, hand wash, bleach. You can actually use bleach to purify your water. As I said, I found that on the website that I showed you a little bit ago. Hand sanitizer, baby soaps, our baking soda, more water, toilet paper. These boxes here are all toilet paper. Another good thing that you can actually have on hand is protein powder. So you can mix protein powder with water. You can also mix it with like carnation, like powdered milk. So we also have like powdered milks, things like that. And then I ordered Slim Fast shakes, a bunch of them, because you can just open them and drink them and it's delicious. So anyways, it is just good to be prepared. And for those of you who have asked, that is why I made this video. So thanks for tuning in. Bye.